All right, folks, y'all ready? Okay, in the interest of time, it is 12:01. I want to thank and welcome everyone for being here on the fourth Come Alive Lunch and Learn. There's a whole bunch of great healthy snacks back there. Please, if you're a Come Alive member, help yourself. The girls, Mary and Jenny, are distributing those snacks. Make sure you sign up for the gift card if you're a Come Alive member. It's a $10 Jason's Deli gift card. And I know that the health department, the health plan is also enjoying their healthy snacks. Thank you, Julie Gonzalez, for distributing those for me. All right, so for everyone who's live streaming, if you want to enter your name into the drawing for the gift card, please text message to 361-442-8970. And at the end of this session, we will be having that drawing. And then today we have a special guest. We have Humana Vitality, Judy Smith, and she's going to be just sharing a couple of tidbits about Humana Vitality.
I'm in the back, so come and ask me any questions. This is the new Vitality program that Driscoll put into place for January 1. A couple of hints: if you're active and like to step or run, you want to be able to calculate that. You want to be able to have it hit your Vitality, so Fitbit or phone or whichever. But come back and visit with me. There's lots of moving parts, and we'd love to get you active. The Driscoll actually has a 50% participation that they're looking for.
Okay, and I also want to remind everybody about the STEP challenge for the teams. The weigh-in for the teams. So this week only, if you're part of a team, you need to come weigh. And what we're going to do is we're going to take your original weight from your bod pod, and we're just going to record your existing weight. We're not going to do another bod pod right now. We're just going to record the weight, and everybody's weighing in on the same scale. But I need you to do that before tomorrow. My office is closed at 4, so before 4 o'clock tomorrow. Whoever has 100% participation, you're going to be put into a drawing. That team's going to win something. If the team with the most weight loss, they're going to win something. So please come and do that. Also, the STEP challenge. In the back, we have some forms for Dr. Emron's challenge. He had set a challenge for your steps. I have a form back there that you can complete. It's got his steps for the week, respective week. What we'll do is we'll validate that with a Come Alive committee member to make sure that everybody's, got their steps incorrectly for the weeks. And so if, for example, from February 1st through February 7th, you have 70,000 and Dr. Emron only has 68, then your name gets put in the drawing for that week. And so if you beat him 2 out of the 4, then your name goes in 4 times. You beat him the whole 4 times, Darlene Hernandez, your name gets entered 4 times. And so we will be having a drawing on Monday, March 14th during the next Lunch and Learn for that winner. And it is a gift card to Academy. Okay, and the first word of the day for people who are live streaming and or looking at this video via YouTube, it is working. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you Freedom Fitness. They're here today to give us some pointers. And I have both Felix and Anthony with Freedom Fitness who will be talking to you today. Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Felix. I'm actually the membership director at Freedom Fitness off of Alameda. Now, before we get into actually the fitness part of it, I just want to let y'all know that what we offer at Freedom Fitness is pretty much going to be no money down, no enrollment, and no contract for anybody that works for Driscoll, as well as y'all's friends and family as well. So we also offer free childcare. You get to bring somebody with you every time we come to the gym, which we know. Oh, is it? Can you hear me now? Okay, sorry. Yeah, so you can actually bring somebody with you every time y'all come to the gym for free, and y'all even get to use childcare for free. And with our childcare, we even have group fitness classes that are every Saturday, so you can start getting the children into life and fitness and everything like that at a very young age. This way they're not intimidated when they grow up to go into a gym to stay fit their entire life. And so after the presentation we have from Anthony right here, we'll go more into if you have any questions or anything like that regarding memberships with Freedom Fitness. I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to Anthony so we can go into a little more about how to live more fit and be a little more healthier throughout your day-to-day life. So this is going to be Anthony. He's going to be our head director from our training that we have at the gym.
How's everybody doing today? My name is Anthony, as Felix just stated. I've been a personal trainer now for over 12 years and a certified sports nutritionist for over 12 years as well. I got into this industry due to a very bad back injury, which forced me to change majors and study more about the body. So I have a very big passion for making sure that people live a healthy life. Being told that I would never walk again, that was a very big moment for me to really make that decision to learn more about myself. Obviously, I'm here standing in front of everybody, so getting into shape, learning how to do things properly is a very, very important thing. And making sure that we're doing it safely and correctly is also a big step. I injured myself due to muscular imbalances in my lower back, which caused an injury at the age of 18. It had nothing to do with me necessarily performing things incorrectly, but due to other injuries, it led to that. So if you have pre-existing injuries, that can absolutely change the way that you perform daily movements and exercise. So with a proper strength training regimen, these are ways to really ensure that you're going to live a nice, long, healthy, injury-free life. All of us here in the healthcare industry, you all have a very physically demanding career, walking around a lot. You have very strict schedules, which may not allow the most time throughout the day to eat properly, to exercise, and that's where we can really help out. We really help out by structuring better programs for you to do on a day-to-day basis, whether that is in the gym or just here while you're working or at home. So we can educate you on different ways to live a much healthier lifestyle. So the thing I want to go into first is strength training. So this is lifting weights, lifting the body, things that's going to allow our muscles to actually grow and strengthen. Now the importance with strength training is very simple. It helps us burn more energy throughout the day, and it makes us be able to move more efficiently. The more energy we burn throughout the day, the easier it is if we are trying to keep weight off or potentially lose weight. So most of us, we want to stay healthy, we want to stay in shape, whether that's due to health risks or just because we want to look more fit. We want to be healthier throughout the day. So exercising properly with strength training is going to be one of those key elements. And that's something that a lot of individuals tend to leave out of their normal workout routines, is actually lifting weights. We have this misconception that if I do cardio, I'm going to lose a lot of weight. But in reality, you'll actually lose weight much more efficiently and much quicker through strength training, so lifting the actual weights themselves. And it becomes easier for you to maintain the weight that you are losing from the strength training. That's also where we tighten the body naturally, is going to come from strengthening the muscles. So cardio is very, very important though, guys. I don't want to leave that out and make it seem like you only need to lift weights. The cardio is like our health. That's our longevity of life. It strengthens our heart, it's good for our lungs, it helps with circulatory systems, everything. That's kind of like your preventative care when it comes to your exercise. That's what keeps everything you eat today from turning into new fat on the body. That's also what helps you maintain all of your progress from the goals that you're currently seeing. So if you're starting to notice from doing all your cardio that I'm not losing the weight that I want, I'm spending a lot of time trying to lose that weight, it may be simply because we're not incorporating the right style of strength training as well. The other thing that we're going to touch on is nutrition. So everybody has their healthy snacks right now in front of them that's here today. That's awesome to see. Being in the healthcare industry, I know it can be difficult to eat on a regular basis. We can be very, very caught up with time helping patients. I do actually have a lot of clients who work in the healthcare industry, a lot of nurses, RNs, doctors, and finding the times and the right schedule that works for them is important, making sure that we are eating on a regular basis. We can actually stop production of body fat on the body by eating properly. We can allow our body to burn fat more efficiently and also maintain our muscle. But if we don't eat enough food throughout the day, that makes it very difficult. And we can send our body into a state of starvation very easily by not incorporating enough food. One of the #1 reasons I see in the gym that people stop losing weight is because they don't eat enough. And we have another misconception where if I stop eating food, I'm going to lose weight really quickly. Well, unfortunately, that's not how it works. We do need to make sure we are eating enough throughout the day to actually lose weight. So all three of these elements need to work together. Your strength training, your cardio, and your nutrition. It's very, very important that all three of those work together. Think of them as three legs of a table. If you were to remove one leg of that table is not going to work very efficiently. It's going to fall over. You can't put anything on it. So all three of those elements do need to work together. And these are ways that the training program at Freedom Fitness, with Ultra Body Fitness, which is who I'm with, these are the ways that we really help everybody in there. We help structure a better program with their strength training. We structure a better program with your cardio and with your diet as well. So we try to make sure that it is as easy as possible for you to follow on your day-to-day individually. The person sitting next to you is not going to be able to exercise the same way that you do, and they're not going to want to eat the same way that you do. So keep that in mind. Everybody is different. We have to find the right way to train you, not the right way to train everybody. Everyone's body responds differently through the strength training, through the cardiovascular training, and through the nutrition program. So it's a very, very important thing to do, to be educated on what's going to work best for you. And that's something that we do offer for everybody who joins the gym. You do have an opportunity to sit with one of my staff or myself and actually have the opportunity to learn all of those key aspects. And we'll structure a much better program for you to follow on a day-to-day. And if individual attention is something that you're looking for, then we can certainly educate you on how our training programs work to actually work individually with one of our staff members. At that point, being Driscoll employees, you do have a really awesome discount with us as well. So we offer some great incentives for you if you do decide to join with our training program. Okay. Does anybody have any questions for us at this point? Nobody? Okay, great. Awesome. I'm going to hand it back over to Felix. Thank you, everybody.
So the way Anthony was saying, the cardio is a really important thing in, your day-to-day life. It is, keeps your heart pumping strong. We do also offer group classes at Freedom Fitness, different variations of. We do have our very popular Zumba classes, our cycling classes as well. They are both taught by live instructors. Now, those classes are, again, free with our Platinum membership. Actually, one of our instructors was supposed to be here today. She actually is sick, so she could not make it to talk a little more about that. But like I said, we do have them, and they are held at our SPID location, which is going to be where Nikki actually is our membership director over there. So I'm going to have her say a few words so she can tell you a little more about those, so y'all can know a little bit more about what goes on in those group classes. So, Nikki?
Okay. All right, so I have the clicker for this presentation. So I'm going to go over this so everyone's kind of on the same page. With Driscoll, we have a really, really good special. Normally, people are going to be paying a startup fee, monthly dues, enrollments, everything. For Driscoll, you're not paying anything at all. So you have no enrollment, no money down, and normally our Platinum membership is based on a contract, and for Driscoll employees, it is not. Also, we extend the exact same special to you, your friends, and also your family. So I know a lot of people like to work out with somebody there to support them, or they like to support someone else. I know I'm not really good at working out by myself, so I like to have someone there to either push or have them push me. So extending it to friends and family makes that a little bit easier. So we also offer, aside from our Platinum membership, we have a standard membership. A lot of people, they don't need the extra classes. They don't want the tanning, childcare. Some people are just on their own wanting to be healthy. Normally, to start up a Platinum membership, or I'm sorry, a standard membership, it's $49 to start plus the prorate for the month. For you guys, you're not paying anything at all, just $10 a month to get you started getting healthy on a daily basis. And then we also go into our Platinum membership. It's normally $19 to enroll in the prorate for the month, so about $50 to get started. Again, for you guys, it's no money down, no contract. Like I said, normally it's 1 year at least, and then you can go from there. A lot of people don't like to be in a commitment, but of course for you guys, you would not be under any pressure to be in a commitment. Yes, yes ma'am. Oh yes, the Platinum membership. Just going over everything it includes. We just added a couple classes, piloxing being one of them. With our Zumba, it's more of a dance style exercise. Piloxing is more structured, like punches, kicks, more athletic movements, and less rhythmic. Like Felix was saying, we offer childcare. A big thing in children these days It's really hard to stay in shape. Parents don't have the time to be healthy, so their kids in turn don't have the time to be healthy either. So it's good to have them in an environment where when they do get older and they have the chance to choose for themselves, they can do it properly. We also have cycling classes. They're a lot of fun. A lot of people do like cardio. It's awesome cardio. It's an hour long for the classes. I sweat profusely. It's horrible, but it's really fun. We also have indoor tanning. Some people, like myself, are a little pasty most of the time. And we don't have the time to go outside and tan, so it's kind of nice to have it inside. Zumba, we have Zumba starting at 5 a.m. in the morning. It's crazy. They're hour-long classes. Like Felix was saying, Jennifer is our head instructor. She's fantastic. Everyone leaves. The room is sweaty. It's so much fun. We have like themed classes all the time. On Saturdays, like Felix was also saying, we have Kids Fit. They do Kids Zumba. They do obstacle courses. It's a lot of fun. If you were wanting to go, it's at 11:30 on Saturdays for the kids. Also, with the Platinum, you get to bring a friend. So, I mean, if you have anyone that wants to go with you, it's always nice to have that support system. Massage chairs are always nice when you're kind of sore and tense at the very end. A lot of people like to sit in those. And then Platinum membership also gives you access to all locations. So we have 2 here in Corpus. If you travel to San Antonio, we have 3 locations there and 5 locations down in the Valley. And then last but not least, of course, we have our UBF trainers. You get discounts with them, which are phenomenal. And then it goes into what we talked about earlier with Anthony about Ultra Body Fitness. They're here to basically get you where you want to be. I know it's really hard, especially if you're not really familiar with everything in the gym environment. Some people go in and have absolutely no idea what the equipment is. So it's nice to have someone there to kind of show you, coach you. Initially, with the memberships, every new member gets a consultation, so you don't have to pay for anything. They answer all your questions, and then at that point, if you would like to have someone regularly help you out, that's where Anthony and his team would come in. We are here to get you where you want to be. Ta-da! And this is where Jennifer was supposed to be talking, but she's not here, and I just told you about Zumba. So this is kind of what the adjectives that are used to describe Zumba. It's high energy, a lot of fun. There's a lot of diversity. They do a lot of like Spanish dancing. We have hip hop, you name it, it's in there. It's really healthy, of course, sweaty, lots of movement. It is body weight training as well, like Anthony was talking about. It's important to have both. And then, of course, you get to meet new people. Pretty much every class has different people in it, depending on the instructor. So you get to meet new people, especially if it's hard for you to get out and, make friends. It's kind of fun. And like I said, you get really sweaty, like really sweaty. It's kind of gross, but it's fantastic. A lot of people are thinking, hey, sweating is great. It's fat crying. It really is. So, ta-da, that's it. Oh, does anyone have questions from the presentation? Yes, ma'am.
So you did say that all those added features are going to be able to, you can get those at both locations?
Yes, we have, the Platinum gives you access to all of our locations. Our Alameda location is if you just want to work out. It's our weights and cardio equipment, and then over at SVID is where we have everything else, the childcare, the classes, everything. For the classes, correct. Yes, ma'am. Correct, yes. Mm-hmm. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
What do you guys have for like a tween? He doesn't want to go to daycare. He's not.
How old is he?
12.
12. Okay, at 12, the childcare, it's actually really, really cool. It starts at 6 months old to 13. At 14, they would be able to work out. For the older kids, I know it sounds really lame, but we have Xbox Connect in there. It's a lot of fun. Monday through Wednesday, if the kids were to have homework, we have a tutor that comes in the evenings. It helps them with their homework for school. They have a movie theater in there. They watch movies pretty much all day long. And the maximum time is 2 hours per member, so they're not going to be in there really long, but they're always going to have something to do. So as lame as it sounds for the older kids, they get to kind of just kick back. If they do have homework, they have the opportunity to get stuff done while you're doing your thing up there. Not for that age group, other than the Kids Fit on Saturdays, but it's not like strength training or anything. It's more body weight. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Any other questions? Nope. All right, Miss Yolanda, I think that is all. Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Freedom Fitness, really for your commitment to better health in our community. I know a few years ago we were labeled the fattest city. Is that correct? And because of organizations like yourself, you're making an impact in making that change. And I know I don't want to be. I know when that happened, I was like, oh my God, what? At any rate, but thank you for your presence here. All right, announcements. March Come Alive Challenge. Y'all ready? Okay, we had the February challenge, which we had 2. It was for the teams, and that was for the weigh-in. So remember, the weigh-in is happening this week. Okay? After tomorrow at 4 o'clock, lo siento. We're done. And we will be making an announcement on the winners on March the 14th during our next Come Alive session. Also, the STEP challenge for Dr. Emron. I will be emailing you guys, whoever's live streaming or not able to make it, the form to complete if you want to participate in that to see who has beat Dr. Emron in the steps. So I'll be emailing that later. Okay, so for the March Come Alive challenge. All right. Facebook. We'd like to challenge everyone in the Come Alive. Who works out almost on a daily basis? Okay, I know. Who eats healthy for the most part? 80, 90% of the time. Who takes pictures of their food? I do. Okay, my point in saying all that is I'd like to challenge everyone to post a picture to Facebook. Hey, I ran 2 miles today. Hey, I walked 10 miles. I took the stairs. I took 30 stairs today, Darlene. I mean, what an encouragement to know, hey, you know what, if she can do it. I started taking the stairs because of that woman. Darlene, come over here. I mean, there's no excuses. On my knee. You know what? Stop with excuse. Wear a brace. And that's what I'm doing. No, but I just want to point out, I mean, this woman, I mean, your stair, I mean, and she's always posting stuff, to Facebook, and it encourages me to say, you know what, I want to beat her. So that's my point. And so I want to encourage you. No. I want to encourage everyone, post your healthy meal. Post a recipe. You know what? You post a healthy recipe. You post a picture of hey, you did this. It's delicious. I have a cupcake recipe that's through Weight Watchers. It's 2 points. The cupcake is delicious. And in fact, I'm going to be making them. So, hey, get over here so you can taste the cupcake during the next Lunch and Learn. Well, the challenge is 3 things. Facebook. Post your workout. Okay. Post a picture of your healthy meal. 2, post a recipe. Post a recipe, a healthy recipe. So I'm not going to be posting my cupcake recipe till after y'all try them, but I will post it. They're out of this world. So the March challenges, whoever posts, yeah, I mean, your workouts, your healthy meals, your recipes, and I think the committee should kind of figure out who the winner is going to be, right? At the end of March. Yes, sir. Get with me after. Okay, what he wants to know is what is the name of the Facebook? It's Come Alive, DCH Come Alive. Am I correct? Yeah. Okay. Just look it up on your Facebook, DCH Come Alive, and connect. And what's the purpose? Well, the purpose is for us to continue to encourage each other. You know what? It can be done. I mean, Darlene's a perfect example. So I'm going to let you talk about what you do and why you do it.
Thanks for putting me on the spot here. We're going to go down the road, so y'all get ready. Apparently, that's what we're doing today. But, okay. Well, I just want to say, I'm sure most of you already know me. Back in 2012, I was the biggest loser on the women's category. So one day I woke up and saw myself in a picture and thought, oh my God, that's me. So as we've gotten older and wiser, and some of us that have children, and just you kind of look back and think, how did I get this big? I was never this big. Some of us, it's, you have different stories. That was my story. I had always tried to be healthy throughout my life, but the last probably 3 to 5 years, with a new child, a new position, just stress, a lot of things. We all work. All of you that are here tells me that you have a job. So it can be stressful, lots of things to juggle. I have an elderly father that I help to take care of. So lots of things in our life that, we make time for everybody else and everything, and we forget about us. So one day, I saw a picture. It was Mother's Day. The Learning Center posted a picture, and I was like, oh, how could they? Why did they do that to me? So I saw that, and I'm like, you know what? I need to do something. That's just way too much for me. So anyway, whatever your story is, whatever, you have to have that, I think, that moment that you say, okay, I've got to make time for me. I got to stay healthy. What do I got to do? What am I doing? What am I not doing? So for me, it was just adding some activity, really. I mean, I was more or less eating healthy. I think for me, it was maybe the amount of food I was eating, because I would think I was choosing properly. And maybe for you, it's not that. Maybe you need to make some choices. But for me, I've always been a big eater since I was in high school or before, but I was always small, but I burned it all. So my thing was I never changed those habits. So I had a huge appetite, and I just slowly was decreasing my activity. So I knew I had to do something. So my advice to you is find something that you like to do and do it a lot. So for me, a lot of you know, it's cycling. But even cycling, I can't do that every day. I can't jump on my bike every single day. And although when I was losing weight, I did. I did it every evening. I got on my bike, and I just rode. And that's why my miles just increased until now a century is great to do. But that's not how it starts off. So you want to do little things. So I'm going to give you these little tips that I do every day when I can't get on my bike. And number one is something that you can do here, because we all work here at Driscoll. And for me, I park in the garage, and I park at the very top. So every day, and this is where Yolanda says about the stairs, I park up there because it forces me to get, well, I could take the elevator, but I don't want to. I do that on purpose so that I have to take the stairs. And so at least I do those flights. I work out of the Sloan building, so I have stairs nearby. I go to a lot of meetings, so I make myself, nope, not the elevator, take the stairs, take the stairs, take the stairs. So before you know it, all that adds up. And it's just activity. So whatever you're doing, walking, I try to, park the furthest. I mean, I know those little things you think, it's not much. It does. It does mount up to activity. And the proof is later, when I got a Fitbit, it really did show. Because I was doing it way before we got a Fitbit. But all of those things just to keep you active. Even in the car with my little one, we'd be singing and we'd be dancing. It's all about moving. And I know towards the end of the challenge, when I had joined the Alive program, everything, I was like, oh my God, get down. Okay, I'm not going to walk. I'm going to run. I'm going to do. You have to mentally put it in there. Okay, what's better for me to do? So just little tips like that. Parking further, taking the stairs. Now I do up to like 50 stairs a day. And it's not all at once, it's just a couple of times, just quickly. It doesn't take but 5 minutes. People like, oh my God, well, don't you work? What do you do all day? You're just always, no, but you can easily, people get up to go to the bathroom. And I have a bathroom 2 doors down. But why am I going to go to that one when I can walk down the hall and get more steps? So, it's just kind of putting that in your head, okay, well, what do I need to do if I need to go around the building and then go to my meeting? And that's what I do. I just kind of incorporate little things like that to get you moving. Most of us are nurses, and we're all in the health field. We know, weight loss, it's not a big mystery. We know it's like whatever you put in, how much do you burn out? That's the bottom line. It's just making it fun and something that you want to do. So again, on the weekends, find an activity. Like I said, others jog, walk, do all kinds of stuff. There's lots of activities to do. Swimming, I love cycling, so I like to incorporate that in almost everything we do. That's something I can do with my son on mountain bikes, and then I can do myself with my team. But there's lots of different things. I know you love to work out at the gym. There's classes like they spoke of today. I love the spin classes too, but I'd rather be outside. But, on bad days, I go to the gym. just because I want to get a workout. So there's lots of things, but you've just got to find that one thing. There's body lifting, there's all kind of stuff, but find something. I know that, you know, when people are young and come up here and you're like, oh, well, they're full of energy. Like, what was her name? Nikki. She's so cute. But like people like us, or people like me, I'm older. I've got long hours that I got to do. I got a kid to run after. I've got like all these things, demands. We've got to be creative in the things that we do to kind of make time for us. So, you know, you'll find me after my child is asleep. Okay, did I have time enough? I'm looking at my Fitbit. How much calories did I burn today? What did I actually do today? That's when I kind of look back. Oh, maybe I need to do a little bit more. Okay, let me do some exercises. Let me see what else I got to do. So for me, I check myself at the end of the day. That's when I kind of like, okay, let me see. Am I okay? What am I doing? So, I mean, for you, it might be different. For me, it's just very convenient, time saver if you do anything like that, kind of keep track. And I know that's one of the things with the Align program. That was an eye-opener. And that's one of the requirements, to kind of log your nutrition and your exercise. Well, for me, that was a big thing. And I know way back then, 2012, these weren't out yet, but I did use the Lose It app. And that made it really simple for me. So I could put in what I ate and put in my exercise and see, okay, how am I doing here? What do I need to change? It was also cool because that's where you can check on your choices as far as your food items. I eat out a lot. So for me, when she says recipes, I'm like, oh, okay, there's some few that I use. But if you eat out a lot, I mean, there's healthy choices out there, and a lot more than when I started. When I started doing it, I had to look up everything. If I went out to Red Lobster, I'm like, I ain't coming here too much because they didn't have a healthy choice. Now almost all the restaurants have now a lighter choice, a light choice, a healthier choice. They'll even put the calories on there. So there's no excuse now to say that, well, I didn't know. You can easily look it up on your smartphones. Everybody's got smartphones. You can look it up, but now they even put it on there. So you can easily choose, and it's alarming sometimes, just making some few adjustments, how much a difference it makes in calories. When you think, I used to get I remember at Chili's was one of my favorite, that nacho explosion. There you go, that one. I loved it, and I thought I was doing a healthy thing. It was the quesadilla nacho explosion, and it was over 1,000 calories. 1430, thank you. And I know because I used to get that all the time, and I was like, it's chicken. It's got to be good for you. And it's kind of salad. It has like a big old topping. It's like, and it's called explosion. That should have been a hint to me, right? But that should have been a hint to me, but it was not. But anyway, that was one of my favorite things to order there. Well, I remember back in 2012 when I was looking up everything I ate, I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? So now my favorite food there, so maybe I can't share recipes, but I can tell you what to choose. But at Chili's now, my favorite food is the chili mango chicken. And I get it with double broccoli instead of the rice, because I love broccoli. So I tend to do that with all my sides. And that's just under I think $350. It's an extreme difference from what I was getting before. And I don't know about you guys, but yeah. Very satisfied with the amount it was. That other dish, I hate to be bringing it up, but that other dish, it was way too much food. But if you come from my generation where you were taught to clean your food, your plate, I always left it clean. I was not going to leave anything behind, and that's my little thing I got to work on. But so what I do, because I know that I have that issue, so I try to order small, order appropriate sizes. So don't be fooled. A lot of these restaurants, they promote, they want you to think you're getting a better deal because it's more, but you can share with somebody. Now it's like we'll split a meal because that's way too much. Way too much. You don't need all that. It's way too much food. But so the chicken mango, I love it. So try it the next time you go to Chili's. And they should pay me for that, but no. But anyway, there's lots of things you can do. I just throw those stuff out to you because I know for me, that first whole year, that was, it was almost time consuming before I ate because I was looking up everything. But once you do it, you remember. And so you remember what stuff to stay away from, what stuff you can order, and now it's like you just do it automatically. You automatically go to the good stuff, go to this. So the same thing at your grocery store. The stuff that you used to buy, replace it with something. Find something that you're going to like. And for me, like chips, I used to love Doritos and that kind of stuff to snack on. My favorite chip right now, and it's been for a while, is the pita chip, the HEB just plain pita chip. I love it. That's like I stock that. I have it at work. I have it at home.
Yeah.
But that's like my little snack.
Yeah.
So you can find, and believe me, it'll come to the day when you're not craving the Cheetos or the Doritos or whatever it was that you were craving. You're going to crave the good stuff, which is the healthy stuff. So you just got to give your body time to detox out of all that stuff, all that junk. And now it will. You'll surprise yourself because you're going to be like, oh, I can't wait. I need some, like me, I'll start craving, fruit if I haven't had enough fruit. Just anything that you're now accustomed to. So it will happen. Just give yourself time. I mean, you didn't just start eating all that food, one day. It was, it took over time. So it's going to take a little time. But that's what I love about the Alive program. It's a 6-month program. So it allows for you to develop new habits before you can win. And the key after that is to keep on. I mean, the whole purpose of this whole program is so it changes your habits, and then you will continue to do that. So I encourage you guys to stick it out.
Thank you, Darlene. I'm sorry I put you on the spot, but you have, for me, been an incredible inspiration because I've personally seen your transformation, so thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so is everybody clear on the March Come Alive Challenge? Mary, if you please come up here. It is time for our drawing for the gift cards to Jason's Deli. Has everybody, you put in everybody who's live streamed in? All right. You get to pull the name and I'll make the announcement. Yes.
Lori Beck.
Yay, Lori, there she is. You have a pen? I didn't need to fill that out, please.
At my table.
Yes, okay.
Jenny Cavazos.
Yay, Jenny! No, you go ahead.
Natalie Borgansky.
Wow, Natalie. That's okay. You're here. Can we get to pick a live streamer? Here, go hold this. Jenny, I need this form back, Mom. I need the form back. Hugo. All right. Okay, one more. Natalie, you want to do the honors? We need a live stream winner. Just send. Yay, Sylvia! Yay! Sorry, guys, we were live streaming. We didn't get y'all this time. Next time, I promise, or hopefully. All right, guys. So the last word of the day is together. So the first word was working. The second word is together. And we are working together. We're all doing this together. We're all in the same journey. Everybody's, road is different, but we're all getting there together. Thank you, guys. Have a good evening.